What's going on, guys? It's bigbiggn, and today I'll be doing the review for the Tritton Katanas. If you are just going to watch the very beginning of this video, I'll go ahead and tell you that this is going to get very solid reviews. It's a really good headset, and I definitely recommend that you go ahead and pick it up. I don't typically do numbers or rating scales, but this time I will. So I guess if you're doing it like sort of like Amazon, I give it a 4 out of 5, and out of 10, 8 out of 10. And here's some of the pros and cons. I'm gonna pick them up here. So yeah, this is the mic that you have sticking out towards it. So here's some of the pros of the video. I mean, not of the video, of the headset. The pros of it is that it's got really great audio. Decent range. Some people have said that they had some problems with the range with theirs, but mine, I can get about 20 feet on it. So if you are going to be staying really far, then I guess maybe that wouldn't work for you. But they are wireless, and I think they might work. They'll probably work if you do them wired. I didn't actually test that, so don't trust me. I mean, it has the plug and play, so it should work. But I tested these headsets on all my consoles and my PC. So I had on the PS4. For the PS4, I tested on Metal Gear Solid 5, and that's the only one I tested on for the PS4. For the Xbox One, I did it for Fallout 4, Overwatch, and I think a little bit of Quantum Break. Yeah, a little bit of Quantum Break too. And for my Wii U, Super Smash Bros. And Mario Maker. So that's a bunch of different genres of games. Mostly shooters though, but overall, the sound quality is super great. Another pro of it is that the battery life is really long. It's really long. I'd say it's about 20 hours. I actually only had it die on me once the entire time that I actually used it, so good. That's good on them. But yeah, it's a really good headset. Some of the cons of it now. So let me show you the headset again. Here, this is this is exactly what it looks like, unless you get the black ones. But for the most part, I've heard people say that the build is cheap, and that it's because it's made straight up of plastic. And I mean, I hate to actually hold on a second. I'm gonna come back in a second. Okay, so I'm back now, and I brought another headset. This one, not really a headset, it's more or less just headphones. But if you could tell, these are the Bose Quiet Comforts. Now I was talking about the build quality of the mics, or this headset right here, and how it's made completely of plastic. Now this is the Quiet Comfort. This thing is made of cloth and plastic, which I don't know if you would consider cloth a higher quality, but I don't really consider it one. So here's the thing. So I paid just about the same amount for these Bose Quiet Comforts as I did for this headset right here, and nobody seems to complain about the build quality of this headset, or the Quiet Comforts headset. And look, when I was reading the Amazon reviews, I have to mention it. Some people say that the build of it makes it feel like they're going to break it. And that's not a good reason to rate something low. Let's be honest now. If you break something, that's on you. If you break it, unless like it's an internal break, then it's on you. It's your fault that it's broken. I mean, it's plain and simple. If this plastic won't break unless you drop it on something, or if it's internal, but I don't see that happening because it's wireless. So usually the internal stuff for headsets is wired problems, like shortages and stuff. So Yeah, but I figured I'd mention it because people consider that a con. Another con of it, and this one actually is a legitimate con of it, is that the audio for your headphones or your music, not your headphones, for your phone is not really good. And I can't explain that. Like for your games it's really good, but for whatever reason, for your phone, it doesn't sound too good. So I would not recommend that you buy these if you intend on just listening to music. But yeah, and I guess I'll do a little bit of a comparison now. A lot of people said that the Astro A50s were a good comparison to them. Now, the headphones for the Astro A50s is $300. You can look that one up, or I'll put in the description. Just check it out. And if you're going to be playing games like just straight up shooters, then I guess I would have to recommend the Astros over it, to be honest. But you just have to think about this. You're paying $300 and it only works, like, unless you buy another mix amp for it, then it's only going to work on one console. So it's going to work on PS4, Mac and PC, or Xbox, Mac and PC. But it's not going to work on all of them. Wii U's out of the equation. So if that's the thing, if you got all the consoles, this is probably your best choice right there. And they're not a bad choice. Don't feel like it's like the second choice. I prefer these over the A50s. I had the A50s, but then it came down, push came to shove, and I was just like, I don't feel like paying 300, or I think it was like 130 for another mix amp. And then it still doesn't work on my Wii. So yeah. Anyways, someone asked me that I do a mic test for this video, and here. Hello. So people actually wanted me to mic test this mic, and honestly, I have never recorded with a headset before. As you can see, I always use this mic right here, but I don't know. Maybe it'll sound good. Basically, what you have to do is, and I didn't really know how to do it in the first place, so I did watch a lot of YouTube videos on it. So you have to attach this USB 2.0 to your Xbox controller, or I guess if you have a PlayStation controller, same thing. I don't really know. And then you have to get the 3.5 millimeter jack, which should be on the bottom of your Xbox controller. If you have an old one, then I guess it wouldn't be. And then you just plug that all into your computer via USB, obviously, and it should work. But anyways, that's the little segment of this video, and out. Okay, so the mic tests actually sound really good. It was kind of surprising to me. Like, I wouldn't say I recommend this over my Blue Yeti, but I definitely would say that you should probably use, if you can only afford one, then go ahead and get the headset. If you want the headset, I mean, I guess if you're really into YouTube, then get the Blue Yeti. I'm gonna be honest, the audio quality on YouTube is super important, but this is not a bad option. It actually surprised me how good it was. So yeah. Okay, so lastly, I just want to tackle the comments, or not really the comments. I actually had one comment from a dude who recommended the Turtle Beach Elite Pro, and I just read up on it. Actually, I read up on it before when he first told me about it, but I read up on it again. And there's this thing called the Turtle Beaches Elite Pro. I just said that name. And it works for PS4 and Xbox One and PC. And I'd be lying if I said that that's probably what most people are going to be getting these headsets for. I mean, honestly, I don't think that most people are getting this headset for the Wii U, but if they are, yeah. And they're about the same price. They're the same price as the Tritton Katanas. I don't know why I forgot it there. It was really weird. But But yeah. So if you like that, go ahead and check that out. Do some more research on that. I just want to go back to the Amazon comments just for a brief second before I end this video off. So a lot of people in my comments were talking about how they weren't sure about getting it due to the fact that the Amazon reviews are bad on it. So I know that some people actually pre-ordered these headsets like around the same time as me because I saw that in the comments too, and they weren't able to get it. But I don't know why I brought that up. Actually, I do know why I brought that up. But I have this little theory like um if you don't like something, you're gonna be really loud about it. Like sort of like if you go to a good restaurant, you'll never tell your friends, or you'll tell them maybe one. You might tell one friend about that good restaurant, but if you go to a bad restaurant, you're gonna tell everyone. So I think in the principle of this Amazon thing right here that's going on, I think that maybe a few people, because there's only 13 reviews on there, and like the people who waited more than a day to actually review the headset actually gave it good ratings. But the other ones, the ones that gave it poor ratings, were just saying, well, it feels cheap and I've only used them for like 2 hours. It's like 30 minutes to 2 hours. So I think in principle, if you're going to look at a review, you might want to look at maybe multiple sources of reviews, not just mine or not just Amazon. You might want to look at a lot of reviews and check it out. Because if you use just one source, then I think that you might get a lot of like you're going to be biased. Like I think it's just going to swing towards one way. So I think the headset is good. A lot of people in the Amazon think it's good, but some people think it's bad on Amazon. That's just me. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. It's been bigbiggn, and bye. And leave a like or something, or subscribe, or anything. I don't really care. Comment a question. If you have a question actually for real, just comment it, and I'll try my best to answer it. All right? And bye.